Hey guys, this is Rascalio here playing Warhammer Age of Sigmar Champions, and this is going to be a deck tech featuring my build of Skarbrand. I did a lot of tinkering with it, and I'm mostly a Gordrak player, but after working on Skarbrand a lot, I like where I got it at, and I played up to rank 1. I got rank 1 with Gordrak, and then lost it, and then got it back with Skarbrand. So I just thought I'd show everyone the list I'm playing. So let's take a look. And I really wish there's like a, better way to show you the deck, especially the action parts. It's all going to be in alphabetical order. I can't like separate it by ability and stuff. Oh gosh. Okay. So let's start with the champions. We're playing obviously Skarbrand. We're playing, and then we want to play a wizard in this deck, which will be obvious later. The one I pick is Lord of Change, because it's literally the only one that actually does something. So I'll just say the reason we're playing a wizard is because we're playing Flesh to Stone. So this will just draw us an extra card off of it. So you'll get 4 cards off Flesh to Stone. And that means we can't play the Quick Questers. We can't play Blood Reaver Chieftains in our deck. The points still match up. But it's fine, because in this deck you usually only want to flip your 1 blessing anyways, your Skarbrand blessing. So there's not really much point to play this. So we get to play Chaos Champion and Bloodmaster instead. And what this does is this gives you 1 health, and Bloodmaster gives you 2 health. So you actually start with 3 extra health over playing the Blood Reavers. Plus, I see people play, instead of this, I see them play, sorry, I just have to scroll. I see them play this. I don't like this card for 2 reasons. 1, that'll mean you will have 5 less starting health than playing my build. And contrary to popular belief, I know you want to like get the 15 to trigger your Skarbrand, but I don't think it's better to start with less health. I think having more time to chip away your opponent while you're still in, above 15, it gives them less time to set up. I don't think you want to just like start at 15 if you had the option of, you know what I mean? I think you want to get some work in on your opponent before you're almost dead yourself. And oh, sorry, another reason, like this card's ability is actually detrimental in the mirror. It lets them easier set up when they hit 15 and hit their power spike. So I like to like consider Skarbrand. I don't follow the lore or anything, but this guy's a big scary demon, so I could just imagine he's the bad guy. So I like to think of you as the raid boss, and you have 2 phases. Phase 1, you can't just like AFK. You have to actually like play stuff and throw stuff into their lane and hurt them. And then once you get knocked below 15, you hit phase 2, and that's like your berserk. You have to like kill them, or you're gonna die soon. 15 is not a lot of life in this game. Most decks will be able to burst you down, especially top tier ones like Gordrak or Skarbrand. So that's like why I play this hero lineup. Let's move on to the blessings. So we have 3 that are obvious. This is the best blessing in the game. Ironically, the way the blessings are set up in this deck, if you're going for like, this is my last turn to hit somebody, like say you're like 2 life or something, you're playing 2 abilities off Skarbrand and you're getting a blessing flip, this is the only one that won't deal extra damage right away. So if you get your blessing really quick while you're at like 20 something life and you flip Unrivaled Battle though, it's still, considered the best blessing in the game. But I don't know, funny note. That's like the one you don't want to see when you're taking your last turn. The rest of your blessings, however, are, designed to deal extra damage for that final push. So if you flip Total Carnage under Skarbrand, it's gonna, flip before the ability that procced it to flip, and then that ability you played is gonna deal extra damage. And if it's a card like Reckless Abandon, sacrificing your one of your last stand guys to deal 2, you're gonna get plus 6 damage on that in total, because it's gonna deal 3 more for the last stand and 3 more for the Reckless Abandon. So it's going to be a lot of damage. And then Outrageous Carnage. That's just stock. 4 damage to your opponent. Remove highlight units. It's really funny when you play the Opportunity Strike and you flip this, so you kill their only unit, and then your Opportunity Strike's going to do 5. But just like it's there to push out a bit more damage. Sorry, I'm going back to this. I see some lists playing Clawing Lava. Um, I don't, because 3 damage is less than 4, obviously, but that's not the big deal. The big deal is that it takes an action to do it, which is, bad. You don't want to like be wasting actions on that. You're not destruction. You're never gonna have more than 2 actions, so they're very important, especially in the closing steps of the game. And then the last one, I was testing a bunch of different ones, and this one just turned out to be the best. I actually really like this card, Hypersnare Seed, and luckily it's Realm of Life, because we're already playing Realm of Life cards for Flesh to Stone. If this is like Realm of Fire for some reason, we would not play this blessing. Yeah, so that's the blessings. Let's go into the actions, and I wish I can organize this in a way that's not alphabetical, but we'll go through them one at a time. We're going to start with Flesh to Stone. So this card, it's going to draw you 4 cards because you're playing Lord of Change. So you're going to draw 2 cards on the final one. And the reason why this card's so good is just the drawing cards. Obviously, your opponent not being able to gain extra action is really good against Destruction, which is a tier 1 deck. But it's like Gravy. Gravy's good too. So you play this, and so instead of like using 1 action to draw 1 card, using 1 action to draw 4 cards, which lets you not have to take time off as often, which is really important with this deck. You have to keep up the pressure. So it lets you, just like keep throwing stuff at your opponent. Maybe if the game goes longer, you can threaten a second blessing if they're trying to set up and not actually kill you because they're scared of putting you under 15. You can't just like AFK and hold 10 cards in your hand and then wait till you're at 15 and then start throwing burn at their face because it's all amplified, because you only have 2 actions a turn. So if you leave your opponent like 30 life and expect to only burn them out once you hit Skarbrand activation, or you know what I mean, but it's just not going to work. So this card lets you keep throwing stuff at your opponent. You don't have to take time off. Sometimes you play against Destruction and you free roll them. And then even if you just play this and they remove it right away, you're still up a card because it replaced itself. So this card's really good. Something else you'll notice about this list, we don't play Blood Hunt. We just don't have removal. The only form of removal we have is this Blood Fury Wrathmonger Last Standing. Yeah, I just don't think you really need to interact much with your opponent in this deck. Again, using an action to play the Blood Hunt, you just don't have the time. You need to throw burn spells at your opponent's face and kill them. Like, you don't really want to care about what they're doing. Not saying Blood Hunt's a bad card. It's obviously good, but I don't think it's for this deck. So we have our burn spells, obviously. So we have Opportunity Strike, Last Ditch Strike, Scorn of Sorcery. You could play like 6 copies of any 3 of these. I was running into some guy playing like full wizard lineups recently, so I just decided to go 3 Scorn of Sorceries, 1 Opportunity Strike, and 2 Last Ditch Strike. But honestly, they're all like the same card pretty much. They all deal 2, and they'll rarely deal the extra 3. Maybe you want to play more Opportunity Strikes, because if you can Mize them turn 1 on the play. But yeah, these are all almost the same card. Reckless Abandon's really good. Sometimes you draw terrible hands where you draw no units and triple Reckless Abandon, but that's just card games in general, RNG. It's still one of the best rates you got, 4 damage for 1 card, and it's going to trigger your Last Stand guy to do 2 more. Your Furious Strike, deals anywhere from like 1 to 5. It's almost never going to deal 1 in this deck. It's more like 3 to 5. And you got the best one, Demonic Fury. And you really want to play this at 17 life, if you can. Because then it's going to 2 yourself, and it's going to 8 your opponent, at least. And that's really good rate. It's going to do 3 more to yourself if you're under Skarbrand. It was bugged when it came out. They fixed it now, though. So you're going to 5 yourself. So just be careful. But if you play this card and kill yourself and your opponent at the same time, you win the game. Because that's just how this game works. So now let's go on to our creatures. So we have Blood Fury Wrathmonger. It ones yourself, so a bit of self damage is pretty good. So you can like push 15. You know, it lets you be at 18, and you can push out like play this and play Demonic Fury to hit them with a empowered one. So it means your opponent has to like keep you a bit healthier if they don't want to get spiked, which is good. It's mostly just 6 damage out of 1 card for 3 units with a bit small extra utility that you almost never use. But you know, it does come off so often. Not often, sorry. Once in a while. More than 0 times. Sorry, I'm staggering a lot. It's my first video, but we'll do this together. Alright, and then we got this guy. I actually really like this guy. Um, it's 6 damage on 4 corners, and I know in general people would be like, that's worse than 6 damage on 3 corners, but the 4th corner actually isn't too bad of a drawback because it gives you time to find Reckless Abandon. Like you have an extra turn to find it then, if you don't have it already. The self damage is pretty cool to do yourself, and why this card's also really good, and the other one is you play him on Skarbrand, and even if they like remove him, they're gonna take the damage and they're gonna proc the first 2 corners of Skarbrand. So you don't have to waste another card trying to get that uh you know, quest progression. And I'll just show the other one too. Yeah. This card's a bit lamer, but you know, 4 damage in 3 corners. It's dealt with Rend, sometimes relevant, usually not. But no, it's relevant sometimes, just not against the main deck. So I guess, yeah, actually no, Gordrak has shield blockers. So yeah, it's relevant. And that's pretty much the deck. You're just trying to, you know, burn your opponent. Oh, sorry, there's this guy too. I was playing Fearless Kograss for a long time instead of this guy. I feel like this guy's better. It doesn't trigger both damage quests on Skarbrand for just playing him, but do you have other creatures that already do that? Units, I guess. Sorry, I also play Magic the Gathering. Um, but you know, this gains you 2 life, which isn't actually that bad. You get to play this and not do damage right away, and just set up for next turn for a big burst, which could be relevant in the mirror if you don't want to push him to a low enough number. It could trigger your guy's last stand, just another way to do that. If you like, you know, have one of those guys to deal 2 and you don't have Reckless Abandon in your hand, it's a way to push out extra damage. Yeah, and gaining life in this deck isn't actually as bad as like it would seem. It's not as much as a Nombo with Skarbrand, because your opponent has to push you below 15 eventually. You're gonna get there. So yeah, that's the deck, and let's take it into a game. I'd play ranked, but I just spent most of the day getting back my rank 1, and I don't want to throw it away again. So I'm gonna take a break from ranked, and let's play a casual game. And it's I guess let's try hard in this casual mode. And hopefully I know how to edit a video together. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say hopefully I know how to edit a video, so I don't have to show this long queue time. But I guess casual mode queues a lot faster than rank. This card's sweet. The guy on the top right, Magistrate or whatever, that pulls the spell from the deck. I wish that guy saw more play. I have literally 0 games of Order played, but I don't know. It seems like a cool faction, especially in set 2. That Voros deck and Elves, they're both sweet. Ooh, playing it to death. I've never seen this. Oh, a Paramotos. Let's emote him back. So I think I don't want to put Skarbrand right across in case he has like because some Risen guys reduce damage. So I don't want him to like, oh, so I have to play 2. I always do that. I don't want to be like, say if I put Skarbrand here, then he's incentivized to play his Risen that reduces damage. So if he wants to play a Risen that reduces damage, like I'm gonna put in a lane that doesn't just free roll his quest. Just you know, like minor optimizations like that. Like it doesn't really make that much of a difference, I feel, when I'm putting my champions. Do 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 do. So none of my units deal more than 3, except unless I have total carnage. So I am actually gonna put this here. And I don't know what's going here, but we'll find out. Maybe it's another white king. I haven't seen the deck my opponent's playing. But it looks cool. I like playing against new things. Alright, this hand is, I mean, it's a generic burn hand. The games where you don't have Flesh to Stone and you do have Flesh to Stone, they make like a huge difference. Okay. So he's gonna drain us for 4. That's pretty good. We have this. It's actually pretty funny. I'm actually, no, I don't, no way I can get three units for this quest. So I'm gonna play this guy here, and I might just draw a card. I could play unit here, and then scorn a sorcery here, deal 5 and progress twice, but you'll notice, like, there's 2 more units. That's just not happening, like, let's be honest. Okay, I have lots of time to, like, hold up the scorn of sorcery for 5 across the lane. I kind of want to wait for this to deal 3 again, and then, boop. Should I play this here? Or should I not? This guy's doing, like, a whole load of nothing. Yeah, I guess I will. And then just draw one more card. I was tempted to draw 2, but, I don't really like doing that. Alright, we got lucky and drew the Flesh of Stone anyways. So we have, like, 2 more turns to play this Scorner Sorcery onto this lane. That hurts. And what's this do? You have to control a unit, my guy. Why would you do that? Alright, so maybe we're just really good and this draws Reckless Abandon for this. So come on. Nope, but we drew another. I think I'm just gonna throw Scorn of Sorceries down this lane. Because it's like, so we're getting the 3 extra damage, which is pretty much like Skarbrand's active already. I know we can like go for this blessing, but I'd rather do this. Oh, this is a weird matchup. I'm not sure if that's correct. My guy, what are you doing? This feels like he's playing like some new bored to death type deck. Alright, I've yet to draw Reckless Abandon, which would be nice here, but fine, I'm gonna toss another Scorn Associate at him while I can. Pew! I don't want to just pass and draw my card. I'm just thinking what card I want to play. This gets more powerful next turn unless I play my unit this turn, which I don't think I am. I think I'm just gonna toss the last strike because it's not getting better. And the reason I don't want to just draw a card here is I want to like threaten to get I want to like flip this blessing, and this is gonna draw me 2 anyway, so I'm gonna have lots of cards, and he's low, so I feel like I can make a push with the blessing. Oh my god, is this new bored to death? Actually, no, he wouldn't play this. Okay, I'm just gonna stop guessing what he's trying to play. Because I'm gonna be wrong every time. Oh my god, oh, rip. I guess we see what this is. Maybe I should have played this for the 1 extra damage. Oh, yikes. I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna play this guy. The downfall with like wizards and spells is like he can't interact with this card at all with an ability because he's channeling spell. Like that's such a weird rule. How you can't like play abilities while you're controlling a spell. And yeah, my opponent's is dead. I didn't even need Skarbrand. Like I have like pretty much double Skarbrand going on here, and I just didn't need it because I had mini Skarbrand going on because I decided to play the Scorn of Sorceries. Alright, he's at 1. We're gonna finish off. Yeah, let's play optimally. Let's get the quest progression as well with our lethal. There we go. See? and that's how you play Skarbrand. Uh,